He also sends everyone out to investigate. Before leaving, Barkley looks at the homospondyle and crosses himself. On the clifftop, the group joins the soldiers and Austin wonders what a homospondyle is doing in an area with not much depth. The colonel reminds him of the underwater avalanche of 2020, which severed communication cables, and blames it on these creatures. Then they use a machine to send out a signaling translation pulse, which is so high-pitched that it makes Barkley tremble. Now they must wait for an answer. That night Barkley asks if he can make a call, but Hannah explains that they can't use their phones yet. Barbara has messaged him multiple times about some issues with Kirby's school and she scolds him for caring more about his job. Meanwhile, Pip and another soldier are on night guard duty for the homospondyle body. While they chat, they take a few steps and realize that the ground has been covered in mud. At first they think it's just a leak, but suddenly the soldiers start sinking and they realize the whole ground is actually transformed into mud. Pip walks as close as possible to try to help her, but she can't reach his hand and he's starting to sink too. Eventually her body is fully submerged and she drowns. As the water reaches Pip's waist, he asks for help on the radio. However, the soldiers only hear static. Soon a creepy hand grabs Pip's shoulder to drown him too. Then a homospondyle jumps out of the hole and takes the body of the dead creature. At that moment an alarm goes off and the team runs to the building, only to find it empty. The floor is back to normal but Barkley sees a piece of metal stuck in it. He pulls it until a whole chair comes out. Austin tries to call Pip and the other soldier, but the answer is pure static. He keeps trying until he hears his own voice coming from the floor. Everyone rushes to dig until they see a hand. Barkley is shaken by the sight of a dead body so he goes outside for fresh air. When Austin checks on him, Barkley finally tells him that he's just a clerk. However, Austin is fine with this because the rules say that at times of historical, political, or cultural impact a civilian must stand with a military team as a witness. Hannah admits she's frustrated because it took her years to get important missions like this but Barkley got it by mistake. She also shares that the homospondyles were on Earth before humans, who appeared while the creatures were hibernating underground. The planet eventually reformed and sealed them in. In fact, UNIT was created to deal with these kinds of supernatural events. Hannah wonders if the homospondyles are attacking because they want the planet back. Their conversation is interrupted when a soldier announces that a homospondyle has been seen on the coast. Everyone rushes to the spot and Barkley is given a camera to record everything. Austin makes everyone put their guns down as a homospondyle comes out of the water and screeches at them. Using the translator, Austin offers a kind welcome and asks for a diplomatic meeting. When the creature points out that humans have killed their kind, Austin replies that the homospondyles have killed humans too, so he wants everyone to drop the violence and start a friendship. The creature agrees but also disagrees, and the translator can't catch the full meaning of the sentence. Suddenly more homospondyles emerge from the water and the soldiers panic, but Austin repeats that they've come in peace until the leader homospondyle agrees. Afterward, Austin asks the leader to repeat the previous sentence, and the translation says we are talking to the whole world right now. Suddenly every human receives an emergency alert on their phones announcing a major incursion. All over the world, people are shocked to see the homospondyles emerging from the seas in huge numbers. As phone videos go viral,